No, that's not a joke. 3 parts in one day. Anyway, I wanted to clear up something regarding something I'd said back in part 10 regarding the quality of the English of people on the internet. There have been quite a few people who took it personally despite my comments not being aimed at them. I wasn't criticizing people who used approximative English on forums. I was really talking about those who really posted things that were completely unreadable. Like, I would have better luck reading their post in braille than in the way they put them. So, if you felt wronged by my comments, despite them not being aimed at you, then I apologize. Okay, now moving on to more actual stuff. This is a building I clearly remember from my playthroughs back in the day. In red and blue, there's this guy over there that wants to trade you a Jinx for your... I don't know what it was. It was... oh, we'll see. It was a Poliwhirl, and that's the only way to obtain Jinx in red, blue, and yellow, other than breeding it in gold, silver, crystal, and trading back, of course. And in yellow, I'm sure everyone remembers that one. It was the Bulbasaur that you had to get, and to get it, you had to make your Pikachu really, really happy. And I don't know how to make it that happy. Even if I did manage it, I still have no clue how, because it seemed to oscillate at random between really happy and really, really happy. And I needed really, really happy. Okay, in that backyard there's something hidden. I'm just going to try finding it. Maybe not there. Okay. Okay, that's a rare candy. Now I can get out of there. Anyway, that guy, I'm not going to check out all the badges because, unlike statuses, there's nothing interesting about badges, and I doubt that guy will tell me the same kind of lies that I got from the blackboard back in Viridian. Alright, up north is Nugget Bridge, but the first battle on there is against Blue, so I'm going to hold it off for now and go straight to the gym, because whereas I have a type advantage in the gym, the Blue has a Charmander, level 17, thank God it hasn't evolved it, and this time no messing around, the guy's got Ember, so this is going to be a rather difficult fight, and he will also have a Pidgeotto, I think, and something else I don't remember. Probably a Rattata, but I might be wrong. So I am going to take on the first underling in the gym. Splash? Wait, is he gonna send a Magikarp at me? No, that can't be, because it's fishermen who use Magikarps, not swimmers. But this still shouldn't be too difficult. I've got Vine Whip, I've got a good level advantage, I've got an evolved form, and the only one I can remember off the top of my head in this gym is Misty's Starmie, which is reputedly one of the hardest Pokemon in the game. But personally, I never struggled with it, although I don't think I've ever actually started as Charmander, so then again, I could be completely wrong, but it's only natural that if you start with Bulbasaur, you should have a huge advantage over it. And even for those who pick Charmander or Squirtle, a lot of people pick up a Pikachu for that Starmie, among others, of course. By the way, a fun little fact about this gym, when I first played this game, I didn't figure out that, you know those tiles all around the gym, except for behind Misty? Well, I didn't know you could walk on them, and you needed to walk on them if you wanted to get to the guy that gives advice at the beginning of the gym. And the first time I played, I had no clue how to get to him, because I really thought you couldn't walk on those, and it didn't even occur to me that I should try walking on those, and it was only when I went out the gym that I finally figured it out. Now, I'm sure we all did some pretty stupid things on our first time through, but remember, I was 16 at the time, so I didn't have as much of an excuse. Alright, next up is Misty. Speaking of which, I never had the occasion to talk about the whole game versus anime versus manga thing that I promised I'd talk about someday, but I'm sure I'm gonna find the time someday, because there are a lot of long and difficult dungeons left to go, so I'm sure I'm gonna have the time. Anyway, Misty was just saying that a pro trainer needed a good policy in order to succeed, but isn't focusing on one type the exact opposite of what a good pro trainer would do? Okay, now let's start the battle. I don't think that Staryu and the Starmie have psychic attacks, else there would be no reason to say that Bulbasaur has an advantage in the first two gyms, because if that Starmie pulled psychic at this point, I'd get absolutely obliterated. Wow, tackle misses? Add that to the amazing streak of good luck that I've had since I started this run. And now X-Defend? Why is she using X-Defend to face an onslaught of special attacks? Well, at the very least, I still haven't taken a hit against a gym leader up to this point in the game. If you remember, Brock used Bide on his one free turn. So yeah, still no hit against a gym leader, though that's probably gonna change against Surge. And now I'm going to get the Cascade Badge and the rundown on what it actually does. Another reason why I didn't bother talking to that guy who gives you the rundown on badges, since we're gonna see what they do as I gain them. And now I can use Cut outside of battle. Boring! Okay, now, what's that TM she's gonna give me? TM11? Oh yeah, that's Bubble Beam! Yeah, that's it, that's really Bubble Beam. Use it on an aquatic Pokemon? I'd sooner use it on Persian, as I said before, because water Pokemon, well, they much prefer Surf, though you get it much later in the game, but that's not a reason to throw away a perfectly good TM that can be used on non-water types to pretty decent effect. Now I'm not going to engage Blue in this part. I'm going to heal my Ivysaur, and then I am going to stop right there, because I don't think there's enough time to do the battle and fit it all on one video. Now, some LPs that I've seen speed up some parts of the video in order to fit more in one file, but personally I don't like doing that, so I'm going to fight Blue next time. See you then!